Humor break, the wrong loyalty test. Let me give you another light moment. There was this man who wanted to test if his girlfriend was loyal. So he dressed up like another man, wore a fake mustache, and tried to flirt with her at the mall. Guess what? She recognized him in 2 seconds and laughed in his face. The point? Brother, don't turn into a clown trying to test loyalty. You don't need costumes or fake games. Just watch her actions in real life. Life will always test her for you. Chapter 20, The Power of Silence. Now let's talk about something the Stoics practiced. Silence. Sometimes the best way to know if she loves you is to stop talking so much. Stop over-explaining, stop begging, stop asking, "Do you love me? Do you love me?" Instead, fall silent and observe. Watch her when you don't chase. Watch her when you're not pouring constant words into her ears. Does she move toward you or away from you? Love moves closer. False love moves away when silence arrives. Chapter 21. Life Scenario. The Silent Test. Let's look at a story. Mark was always talking. Every day he told his girlfriend, "I love you. You're my everything. I can't live without you." She smiled, but deep down she started losing respect. Why? Because he sounded needy. One day Mark read some Stoic wisdom. He decided to be quiet for a while. He stopped showering her with constant words. Instead, he focused on his work, his gym, his peace. What happened? She began to chase him. She asked Ajura, "Are you okay? Why are you so quiet?" She missed his attention because she actually loved him. But here's the key. If she didn't love him, his silence would have revealed it too. She would have left. That's the power of silence. Chapter 22. Women and Security. You need to understand one thing about women. Love for them is deeply tied to security. Not just financial security, but emotional, physical, and spiritual security. A woman in love feels safe with her man. She trusts him. She knows he won't break down at every little storm. She knows he won't betray her. She knows he won't abandon his mission in life. If she does not feel secure with you, she may enjoy your company, but she won't love deeply. The Stoics say, "Be a rock, not a reed." A reed bends with the wind, but a rock stands firm. If you are her rock, her love will root itself in you. Chapter 23. Men's Mistake. Begging for love. Let's hit this hard. Many men destroy love by begging for it. They say, "Do you really love me? Please don't leave me. Tell me you love me again." Brother, this is weakness, and women cannot respect weakness. The more you beg, the less she loves. The more you chase, the more she runs. The Stoic man never begs. He gives space. He observes. He accepts truth, whether it is sweet or bitter. Because here's the truth. If she really loves you, you won't need to beg. Her actions will prove it daily. Chapter 24. The Danger of Illusion. The biggest danger in relationships is illusion. Men create a picture in their head of the perfect love story. They imagine she is their soulmate, their forever, their everything. And when reality doesn't match that picture, they ignore it. They tell themselves lies. She just needs time. She's only stressed. She didn't mean it when she disrespected me. Brother, wake up. Stoicism teaches us, do not cling to illusions. See the world as it is. If she disrespects you today, don't expect tomorrow to be paradise. People show you who they are. Believe them. Chapter 25. End of Part 2. The Path Ahead. Let's close this part with a truth you must hold on to. Love is not proven by words, by beauty, or by excitement. Love is proven by respect, sacrifice, loyalty, and consistency over time. A Stoic man does not rush. He watches, he observes. He lets time reveal all things. And when truth is revealed, he accepts it calmly, without begging, without fear. Because the greatest power is not in being loved, it is in knowing the truth. Chapter 26. Why women sometimes love men who don't love them back. This may surprise you. Women, just like men, sometimes fall for people who don't love them back. Why? Because women are wired to admire strength. If a man is focused, disciplined, and self-controlled, Women notice. Even if he doesn't give them attention, his presence feels powerful. But here's the twist. Sometimes women confuse challenge with love. If a man is distant, she may chase him more, not because she loves him deeply, but because she wants to win his attention. Once she wins it, the excitement fades. This is important to know. A woman chasing you hard doesn't always mean it's real love. Sometimes it's just her ego wanting to conquer. The Stoic lesson here: judge not by pursuit, but by permanence. Anyone can chase for a short time, but only real love stays after it has already won. Chapter 27. Manipulation disguised as love. Now let's talk about manipulation. Some women know how to make a man believe she loves him when she doesn't. How? By feeding his ego, by giving him just enough sweetness to keep him hooked. She says, "You're the best man I've ever met," but never shows loyalty. She gives affection one day and withdraws it the next, so he keeps chasing. She creates drama, then offers comfort, so he feels addicted to the cycle. Brother, that's not love, that's control. The Stoics warn us, do not confuse chains for affection. If she binds you with games, she doesn't love you, she controls you. Chapter 28. How to tell real affection from manipulation. Here's the difference. Real affection is steady. It doesn't play games. It shows up even when it's not convenient. Manipulation is unstable. Hot today, cold tomorrow. It pulls you close, then pushes you away. Real affection makes you feel peace. Manipulation makes you feel anxiety. So ask yourself, when you're with her, do you feel calm and secure, or do you feel restless and unsure? That feeling is your first clue. Chapter 29. Women's tests in relationships. We touched on this earlier, but let's go deeper. Women test men, not always to hurt them, but to measure them, to see if they're strong, patient, and worthy of respect. Examples of small tests. She may ask you to choose between her and your mission, just to see what you'll pick. She may throw a small tantrum to see if you stay calm or lose control. She may delay intimacy to see if you're truly serious about her. If you fail every test, she loses respect. If you pass them calmly, she relaxes into trust. But, and this is critical, if her tests are constant disrespect, humiliation, or cruelty, that's not testing. That's abuse. Know the difference. Chapter 30. Life scenario. The test. Let me give you a story. There was a man named Alex. He was dating a woman who would sometimes create small storms. One day she said, "Why do you spend so much time at the gym? Do you care more about weights than me?" Now, Alex could have begged, "No, baby, I'll quit the gym for you." But instead, he stayed calm. He said, "I train because discipline is part of who I am. I care about you, but I won't abandon my purpose." What happened? She respected him more. She realized she could not shake his foundation. That's what women secretly want. A man whose roots are deep. Chapter 31. When she's playing you on the other side, let's talk about when she's not testing. She's playing. You'll know it when. Every disagreement turns into a guilt trip. She constantly threatens to leave just to control you. She uses affection as a weapon, gives it when she wants something, withholds it when she's displeased. This is not love. This is manipulation. A Stoic man doesn't fall for it. He doesn't fight, doesn't beg, doesn't dance. He simply recognizes the game and steps out of it. Remember, love is partnership, not slavery. Chapter 32. Men's psychology. Why we ignore red flags. Now let's flip back to men. Why do men stay with women who clearly don't love them? Because men hate loss. A man would rather keep a broken relationship than face the pain of being alone. He convinces himself, it's not that bad. She'll change. I just need to try harder. But the Stoics say, you suffer more from imagination than from reality. Reality, she doesn't love you. Imagination, if I lose her, I'll never find love again. That imagination traps men. The Stoic man sees the truth, accepts it, and moves forward without fear. Chapter 33. Red flag. She only loves when you're strong. Here's a red flag most men miss. Some women only show love when you're winning. When your money is high, your confidence strong, your life shining, she's all over you. But when you stumble, when you're low, when you're uncertain, she vanishes. That's not love. That's opportunism. Real love stays when you're weak, not just when you're strong. If she disappears in your low season, brother, she was never yours. Chapter 34. Humor break, the drama queen. Now let's laugh for a moment. Some women love drama so much that they'll create a fight out of thin air. You could say, "Good morning," and she'll reply, "Why didn't you say it with more energy? Don't you love me?" Brother, if she needs a Shakespeare performance every morning, you're not in love. You're in theater. Stoicism saves you here. Don't dance in every drama she creates. Stay calm. Don't be the actor in her play. Chapter 35. How to handle a woman who loves control. Some women don't just want love, they want control. They want to own your time, your thoughts, your decisions. You'll know this when she says things like, "If you love me, you'll do exactly what I want. Cancel your plans. If you care about me, you'll stay with me. Don't talk to anyone else. Only me." This is not love. This is ownership. The Stoic man knows this truth. No one who loves you will try to make you their prisoner. If you feel more trapped than free in her love, then it's not love. Chapter 36. The Stoic response to manipulation. How should you respond when you see she's manipulating you? Stay calm. Do not fight fire with fire. Set boundaries. Say, "I won't accept this." Don't argue endlessly. Action speaks louder. If she continues, walk away. Value peace over passion. Better to be alone in peace than chained in fake love. Remember, the chains you accept today will strangle you tomorrow. Chapter 37. Life scenario. The price of ignoring truth. There was a man named Victor. He was warned by his friends, by his family, even by his own heart, that the woman he loved was not true. She used his money, disrespected him, flirted with others. But Victor said, "No, she loves me. I know she does." He ignored all red flags. One day he came home early and found her with another man. His heart shattered. He realized he had wasted years on someone who never loved him. The Stoic lesson: truth is always there. The question is, will you face it now or later when it hurts more? Chapter 38. The silent killer. Emotional distance. Another sign she doesn't love you: emotional distance. If she shares everything with her friends, her family, even strangers on social media, but nothing with you, that's a red flag. Love shares, love opens, love lets you in. If she locks you out of her inner world, it means you are not the one she trusts. Stoicism teaches, do not force entry where you are not welcome. If she doesn't open to you, accept the truth. Don't beg to be let in. Chapter 39. Why true love is rare. Let's pause and reflect. True love is rare. That's why it's precious. Most people love for comfort, for security, for status, for fun. Few love with loyalty, sacrifice, and respect. But don't despair. Rarity doesn't mean impossibility. It means you must be patient, wise, and observant. It means you must not waste years with false love, so that when true love comes, you are free to embrace it. The Stoics remind us, what is rare is valuable. What is common is cheap. Choose wisely. Chapter 40, end of part 3. The path continues. So, brother, let's close this part. We've seen why women sometimes love men who don't love them back, how manipulation hides under the mask of affection, and how tests reveal your strength. We've seen red flags, life stories, and the dangers of illusions. The journey continues. Chapter 41. Why some women love deeply but can't express it. Here's a truth most men miss. Not all women express love the same way. Some women are loud about it. They shower you with words, hugs, attention, and energy. You'll never doubt they care. But others are quiet. They may not say, "I love you" every day. They may not constantly touch you or write you long messages. Instead, they express love through small actions. cooking your favorite meal, making sure you have what you need before you ask, praying for you in silence, standing by your side in silence when you're down. Men often mistake this quiet love for lack of love, but Stoicism teaches us, look not at noise, but at consistency. If she is always there, if her actions align with loyalty, don't be fooled by her quietness. Love wears many clothes. Chapter 42. Women and insecurity. Now let's talk about insecurity. Some women love deeply but struggle with fear. Fear of losing you. Fear of not being enough. Fear of your eyes wandering. An insecure woman may act in strange ways. She checks your phone. She asks, "Do you still love me?" Again and again. She gets jealous even when there's no reason. This can be exhausting for a man, but insecurity does not always mean lack of love. Sometimes it means too much love mixed with fear. The Stoic man handles this with calm. He doesn't explode. He reassures her with strength, not with weakness. He doesn't beg, "Please trust me." He simply lives in a way that earns trust over time. But beware, insecurity must not turn into control. Love that is poisoned with constant suspicion will eventually choke you both. Chapter 43. Love versus dependency. Here's another key difference. Love and dependency. Love says, "I choose you because I admire you, respect you, and want to share life with you." Dependency says, "I need you because I can't survive without you." Dependency feels like love at first, but it's actually fear. It's not about you. It's about her fear of being alone. A woman who is dependent on you may cry harder, cling tighter, and say dramatic things like, "If you leave me, I'll die." But this isn't love.
Like and subscribe for continuation of Chapter 43.